You won't believe this combination of ricotta pancakes and thyme-infused syrup. We're back here in the kitchen. I'm having such a good time with my buddy today. Y'all, this is Susan Green. She and I have been friends for years. She's from Albany. She is the hostess with the mostest. Well, the next dish that we're gonna do, Susan, is a delicious ricotta-infused pancake with thyme syrup. That's a mouthful, y'all, but it's really so easy to do. I'm gonna ask you to separate these 3 eggs because we're gonna need the yolks and the whites. Okay. While you're doing that, I'm gonna put together our syrup, and that is 2 cups of water, 1 cup of sugar, about 20 stems of fresh thyme, stems and all. We're gonna let this come to a boil, and what I'm gonna do to this, y'all, to make it thick is I'm just gonna tighten it with cornstarch. I'm gonna take about 1.5 tablespoons of cornstarch, and I'm gonna mix it with a little water.
Do you know the other day I whipped cream and put that cornstarch in it, and I mean it stayed forever.
Did it?
It did not separate.
You are kidding. Because whipping cream won't last very long for you. All right, now I'm just gonna mix this up. And when you're using cornstarch, you know, you wanna use not warm water, but cold water. And this is just gonna tighten up our syrup and make it thick and hot and delicious. We're gonna let this come to a boil, and then we're gonna add our cornstarch. All right, well, come on down here and we're gonna put our pancake part together. You can just toss your egg whites in that blue bowl, Susan. And we're gonna beat those until they're stiff peaks. And in my bowl, I'm gonna put in 2 cups of all-purpose flour. Doesn't this sound delicious? Yes. I'm gonna add 1.5 teaspoons of baking powder.
All right, boiling over there?
Yeah, we're starting to boil. So I'm gonna come down here and I'm gonna add our cornstarch mixture, thyme-infused syrup. That sounds kind of prissy-like,
yes, it does.
All right, so let's move on over, and your egg whites look
whites
perfect. So in this one, we're gonna mix up our wet ingredients, and you're gonna need 1.5 cups of ricotta cheese. Here, why don't I help you?
Good idea.
It's probably gonna take about this whole little carton. Okie doke, there you go. Now we need 1/4 cup of sour cream.
Okie dokie.
We're gonna add 1 cup of milk, and then we're gonna add 1/2 teaspoon of salt. And we're just gonna mix those up. Here, I'll hold that for you.
All right, good ideas.
All right, that looks good. That looks good. All right, let's add in our yolks. All right, and then we've got about 2 teaspoons of lemon zest. All right, and about 1 cup of nuts. These are gonna be so delicious. Yeah, that's about 1 cup.
What country are we using for the method?
That's good enough right there.
Okie dokie.
All right, now I'm just gonna dump in our dry ingredients. And I'm just gonna whisk those together. Doesn't that smell delicious? That lemon zest in there. Doesn't that smell good?
You don't have to chop some thyme to put in here?
Yes.
Thank
you. Thank you. You need a teaspoon of thyme.
That's all?
All right, so while you're doing that, I'll fold in these egg whites.
Does this thyme come out of your garden?
No, I don't have any time right now. I don't have time for time. This batter looks fabulous, Susan. There you go. We're gonna just fold that in. So, we're gonna take a quick break so Susan can clean up my kitchen. She's made a mess. And when we come back, we're gonna grill our pancakes. Well, welcome back, y'all. We're about to get the last recipe done up. And we had fun today. Now, here we go. I'm gonna put on some batter, like right there, and right here. And look at the texture of those pancakes, Susan.
Yum,
you can see the
yum.
nuts and see the thyme in there.
Ooh, yum.
All right, now if you would.
This might be a dessert.
I know. Be straining our syrup.
I can handle that, ma'am.
Now, when you're cooking pancakes, y'all, you want to watch for the bubbles, because when they start bubbling, that means they're about ready to flip. All right, I'm going to put a little bit more oil just right around the cracks of these pancakes so that'll give them something to cook in.
Some oil.
Yes, some oil.
How many syllables you got in that?
Susan, when I'm out on the road, they'll raise their hand. Raise it. Paula, tell us what you cook your chicken in. Want me to say on?
On. Okay.
All right, I'm gonna take a peep. Oh, Susan.
Ooh, yum.
Isn't that pretty? These pancakes are so heavenly. Oh, Susan, how delicious.
Is that not?
May I, dear?
Yes, darling. Go ahead.
You know what? I'm gonna start with
With your pancake?
the pancakes.
Ooh, look at this pepper.
Yeah, you start with the pepper.
Wouldn't this be a great thing to do on a Sunday night? I'm gonna do this the next time the children come over. Is it good?
Oh, yes. Yes.
This is a keeper. Good?
Yes, the nuts and the pancake. Do you just love that thyme in it or what? Hey y'all, it's Paula Deen. Now, if you enjoyed this video, be sure to like it and click the subscribe button as well as the notification bell to be alerted when I post a video. Love and best dishes, y'all.